3, 2, 1, let's go!
Hey guys, and welcome to our comments video for our Frozen Star Wars mashup video.
Before we get going, we want to thank our friends at TeeFury who made a t-shirt inspired by this video that you can get for yourself and all your friends.
If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's so cute. It has Jedi Anna, Jedi Elsa, and an R2 Olaf on it. We already ordered it, but it's not here yet, so we couldn't wear it. But check it out, guys. It's amazing.
It's also a great way of supporting us because we're doing this series kind of in partnership with TeeFury. Basically, whenever we make a mashup, they're gonna make a t-shirt inspired by that mashup. So if you ever wanted to have like a really cool t-shirt, let us know. Maybe we can make it real by turning it into a video. Hernan Frankjarch. I don't know. Sorry about the pronunciation there. Toy Story, Walking Dead. This I really love. I connected so deeply with this.
It would be so cool. You know, I would imagine, what's his name? Mr. Potato Head? You know, his limbs and his face always falls off, but him as a zombie with, like, you know, everything falls off would be so funny.
I mean, it's clear. The only question is, like, with whom would you mash up Buzz Lightyear? Like, who would Buzz Lightyear most fit? Not sure. I never finished watching Walking Dead. We watched, like, up to season 4 or something, then it got a little bit, like, slightly repetitive over there, AMC. Yeah. Just saying. I actually kind of want to read the comic books. I've never read the comics.
Music 00 Ombre writes, better than the prequels. You know, I hadn't seen any Star Wars movies until 2 months ago, and Vijay had to force me to watch them, but I must say, it's a pretty cool universe. And for some reason, I don't.
Thank you.
No, but I don't hate the prequels. I don't get the whole buzz about it. You know.
I don't hate the prequels. I just don't like episode 2 and 3 because of Anakin, who is completely overacted. I don't mind the whole like explanation scientifically what the Force is. I really don't mind that kind of stuff. And I really, even though the stakes aren't like really high, I do enjoy the lightsaber fight between Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan.
That's so cool.
Always loved that. It was one of the coolest fights as a kid. I mean, that's why we liked it. Well, I liked it so much because it was the ones that I watched when I was a kid. It was what I grew up with, part of my childhood. So I remember having like daydreams and be like in school, and the school was attacked by Sith Lords, and I have the lightsaber, and like, yeah, that was good times.
Yeah, I missed out. I was just running through the forest and pretending to be Legolas.
Cunt writes, nice, especially like the bad Star Wars dialogue. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. A lot of the dialogue was basically taken from either Frozen or Star Wars. The whole like, you did that yourself line, which Obi-Wan gives to Anakin before they fight in episode 3.
And of course we couldn't resist putting in some Frozen lines. The Let It Go had to be in there.
It's very cheesy, but we went there anyways. What I remember really well about the prequels is when the last one came out, I think I was maybe in high school or something like that, and one of the grown-ups said like, oh, it's so weird thinking this will be the last Star Wars ever. You know, she had been part of her childhood too as well, from the 70s and everything. And part of me was thinking though, will this be the last Star Wars ever? And no, 'twas not. Now we're gonna have like endless Star Wars forever.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
Four already planned.
Oh, there's endless planned. Endless. As long as people watch and buy merchandise and make videos about it, there will be Star Wars.
Jordan Sugarman writes, I'm totally showing this to my daughter tonight, trying to get her psyched up for episode 7. We get tickets to Star Wars for the first day for the
I think it was like
screening.
we got it Thursday, 17th.
And I thought it was a phenomenal movie. Yes.
I thought it was phenomenal too. Really loved it. Just for me, I had some like weird issues in terms of characters, motivation, but I guess that's all left up. That's for the rest of the movies to explore. They don't want to give it away immediately.
No, what I found really cool was that they kept with the whole atmosphere of the original movies, and I really like the character of Finn because I feel like for the first time they kind of showed that the stormtroopers can be good as well. So I really like that.
What I thought was really cool, though, in general, watching it, was how the media campaigns, like the advertising and the trailers, misled us to think. So basically, if you wonder why there was a weird cut just now, I went off into this whole spoiler thing without announcing spoilers. So we just cut out the spoilers because I tried so hard to avoid spoilers when we went to see Star Wars, and I know you guys will appreciate me not spoiling this for you. Adam Delahanty writes, I think you should make a video about Elsa going the dark side.
We probably will do a part 2 to this video, especially because if you know the original Snow Queen fairy tale, the Snow Queen is actually the antagonist. And I mean, Disney's Frozen is basically a new take on the Snow Queen. Elsa, I think in the beginning when they wrote the script, she was supposed to be bad.
Yeah, I've seen like concept art of her the way she was originally, and she was like this evil person.
Yeah, and then they kind of, turned it around and made it all about sisterly love. But, I mean, Elsa still, she freezes Arendelle, she almost kills her sister, and the whole Let It Go song is basically about, her letting her powers uncontrolled go and do whatever they want to do, kind of. I think, there's definitely room for her to go to the dark side.
In general, there's so many Star Wars crossovers you can make. For example, like Han's Solo, guys. Han's Solo. All right, move on. Salem Sieberhagen writes, Disney killed Star Wars... ... but good video.
Really think so?
I don't think so. I totally disagree with Disney. I think Disney killing Star Wars. I mean, not killing Star Wars, like killing it with Star Wars in a good way. Yes.
Yeah. George Lucas probably wouldn't have made any other Star Wars movies. The franchise would have just, died out over time, probably. And I think it was just such a smart move of Disney to buy Lucasfilms. And I'm excited where they're going with this because Episode 7 was awesome.
Not only that, but it's amazing how Disney has they have a strong voice. Disney has a very strong voice, obviously. But think of Marvel, for example, the way they brought back the Marvel comic book superhero universe, still keeping it very true to what Marvel's supposed to feel like without that big Disney influence. Mm-hmm. They're doing the same thing for Star Wars now, and I don't know, I think it's pretty impressive how Disney has been able to keep those original voices still alive while still kind of inviting it into its own empire.
Yeah, and
so I think
expanding
Disney,
the universe.
Yeah, I think Disney is I'm so in love with Disney right now. I think Disney, what's his name, Bob Iger, who bought Marvel, and I think was he also the one who bought Pixar back
I think
when?
so. I think so.
And then also now Lucasfilm. The next thing is going to be Indiana Jones. I'm excited for that. I just don't know who would they cast as Indiana Jones. Everyone is saying Chris Pratt, but I feel that's an obvious choice. Also, I felt like Chris Pratt is charming and good. He's never grumpy though. And the cool thing about Harrison Ford was that he was a charming grump. He was really grumpy.
That's
so for me, Indiana Jones has to have the not cool guy who's just grumpy. Mm-hmm. And Chris Pratt is a cool guy.
Still gets the ladies though.
Of course, it's Indiana Jones.
Last comment comes in from Nova Reagan. If this doesn't end in some sort of musical number, I'd be somewhat disappointed.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. This is a separate channel, so some of you guys might know me from AV Byte, where I make musicals with my brother Antonius. This is not AV Byte. AV Byte continues though, editing on the next AV Byte video right now actually, and planning to shoot some more very, very soon. No, this is just something I wanted to try separate. I loved mashup. I went to some conventions this year and last year and fell in love with the community who do fandoms, who write fan fiction, and wanted to partake in that.
Alright guys, thanks so much for watching our comments video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye!
Bye-bye.